Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. I'm getting some of your destinations have errors. Oh my goodness. So we gotta have to check in with me. You're gonna have to check in with me. Flat Point Friday. Let's go. Let's get moving. I got some great inspiration for you today. Gosh, something's going on with you got errors. I got errors. All right, here we go. Let me try this again. Go live. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Looks like we're live. I should be live. Yes. Good morning, everyone. Friday. I'm excited. Today's Flashpoint Friday. I want to bring some value to you. I have something to read to you. I'm going to be talking about an umbrella. What does that have anything to do with this? So stay with me over the next 5-10 minutes, and let's get into it this morning about what can we do to elevate. And I threw in a question: what do you most need? I think it's so important to check in all the time. What do you need? What do you need today? And by the way, you'll notice I'm back on the balcony. You know what? I say it's a beautiful day because it was supposed to rain, but got the umbrella just in case. And we're talking about that. What do you most need? Check in with you. What do you most need? This is going to be powerful today. It's going to be very simple, and it's going to be very powerful. Good morning, Emilio. Good morning, Mandy. It is Flashpoint Friday. I'm going to be back at you later today at 1 p.m. for a special episode. My plan is to be in the city of Philadelphia on location for this one. I'm keeping an eye on the weather, so stay tuned for that. Let's talk about and it's great because I got the umbrella and these kind of things. I wish I could say I planned it that way, but it kind of came together like normally. Let me read something to you. I'm going to read something to you from the Tao Te Ching. It's one of the most profound spiritual books next to the Bible. And it says, the softest of all things overrides the hardest of all things. Nothing can enter into no space. Hence, I know the advantages of non-ado. Few things under heaven are as instructive as the lessons of silence. I don't know about you, but I struggle with this one, but I'm getting better. I'm getting better because most of you, I'm very active, very dynamic. And this is exactly a lead into what I'm going to talk about today. And it's a continuation, if you will, on a previous video. And by the way, if this is serving you, please share this with someone that needs that uplift, needs inspiration. Few things under heaven are as instructive as the lessons of silence, or as beneficial as the fruits of non-ado. What is the non-ado? The non-ado it's the void. It's the not fussing over anything. No pressure to do. It's another way to say pure presence. It's another way to say pure presence. So let me go back to what do you most need? And let me talk about the umbrella. We talked about this before. Why do I have an umbrella here with me on this Flashpoint Friday? Well, it is a chance of rain, but when I grabbed this, I wasn't thinking about that. But I want to share with you a very special umbrella here. This umbrella opens the opposite way. You see that? It's called the Better Brella. It's called the Better Brella. Look. See? What does this have to do with anything? Because somewhere along the lines, someone said they looked at the opposite of what was universally accepted. And now you have an umbrella where the handle's at the old top of the old umbrellas. Now, what does that have to do with anything? Well, it's called the Better Umbrella because when it rains and the top gets wet, guess where the water goes? It goes inside. Guess where the water doesn't get? All over your stuff. Mandy says, wow. Now, my point here is that you may need the opposite energy of what you've been running at. Consciousness and awareness changes everything. And when you can be aware to what you need and not the noise of what's coming down the pipeline, and this is what I'm just sharing you my world. This is what I do. I look at the opposite energy. For example, when I'm tired, that's when I go exercise. 90% of the time, not all the time, I get in tune. When I feel depressed, I sing. Look at the opposite energy. Because you woke up today, most of the population are going to be, think, feel, and do the same exact thing. They're never going to look at the opposite energy. So if you're somebody who's hyperactivity, can you find the non-ado, as the Tao says? Can you find the silence? If you're somebody that's been sitting back too much, can you find the opposite energy? Herein lies the paradox that I talked about on the previous video. And this is the gift that the world will not see. And that gift is the opposite. And I talked about this in another video. Warren Buffett, be greedy when everyone's fearful. Be fearful when everyone is greedy. But it's a conscious awareness to measure, and this is a key part of Flashpoint, is assessment. Assessing where you are. What do you need? Do you need the opposite energy? Can you play with the opposite energy? As in, some inventor one day said, you know what? It would be a better umbrella if we flipped it up, if we turned it on its head. But can you imagine what the reception was when the inventor brought this to someone's attention? That's ridiculous. No one will ever do that. It doesn't make any sense. But here it is in my hand, and it makes perfect sense to me. And it's like if you open up a banana. You ever open up a banana? What does everyone do? They open up the banana, they grab where the banana grows, they break that, and what happens a lot of times? Sometimes it crushes the banana. If you flip it over and you put your nail on the bottom, it actually, for me, it opens easier. Play with the opposite energy. What do you most need today that's going to uplift you? It's going to move you forward. If you're hyper-focused on something, if you've been obsessing on something, can you step away? Brian Tracy says when you are the most busy, I'm so busy, I have no time. Brian Tracy says that's when you most need to step away. You see? Play with the opposite energy. We can only tune into what we need, and sometimes we need to experiment with the opposite. When you're tired, go for a walk. When you're energetic, try to take a nap. Just play with the opposite energy. Maybe if your to-do list is busting at the seams, maybe focus on one thing today. Focus on one great thing that you want to get done today. If you're used to activity, go to the silence. Seek the stillness. And as the Tao says here, I'm just going to repeat it again. Few things under heaven are as instructive as the lessons of silence. And I know for me, my brain, my nervous system is programmed to go, 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 do. But I've been stepping back, and I'm going to do more. I'm going to go deeper into silence, just sitting with nothing to do, even if it's a 5 minutes a day. The gift of that is beyond measure, but we don't know it because we're not aware of it, and we don't do it. And most of the world will not do this stuff. Everybody is programmed to go, 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 do, achieve. And I love achievement. But my goal for me, and this is me, I'm given what I live, is to achieve from a better place, to achieve from inner peace. The Tao also says that if you've achieved inner peace, you've achieved your destiny. Think about that. If you've achieved inner peace, you've achieved your destiny. And it just goes to show you that universally from the dawn of man, that people do not have inner peace. And that goes to Julie, one of my clients. Her work is all about inner peace. There's a restlessness. And I want to share with you that my approach is this. I don't think restlessness is bad. For me, it's like the Bible says, everything under the sun has value. It's what we do with it. So yesterday I was a little restless. What do I do with it? I embrace it. And then I see what I can use. What do I need? I fully embrace it. And I want to share this other thing because I heard a video yesterday, and forgive me, I don't know the source, but every great success, financial success, one has to embrace the opposite. And if you look throughout history, again, any billionaire has faced and embraced the opposite. Bankruptcy, losing everything. Every great relationship. Well, relationships should be the same, but I would embrace the fact that I'm fine on my own. I don't need it. You see? And it's the embracing in order to reach some kind of fulfillment or pinnacle of success. There's an equal or opposite embrace of the polar opposite. There's an embrace of the polar opposite. Huge financial success, bankruptcy, and dropout, right? Babe Ruth struck out how many times? Thousands of times, right? How many times did you fail, right? And I talked about this yesterday. It's embracing the opposite energy. So what can you do? What do you need today? And let me share with you. I'm going to share with you. I can do a better job promoting the event here. We got an event coming up July 9th, 10th, and 11th. I really, really want you to be there. If you're enjoying these videos, you know, your next step is to jump into our community we're going to be building. We have a community we're launching called ACT, Accountability Community Coaching that leads to transformation. I'm passionate about this space. I live it, I breathe it, and I want to add value to your life through this inspirational channel. Here's a little commercial, if you will, for the Flashpoint Live. Really want you there. If this is resonating with you, join us.
He explains things in a way that I've never heard before, so it helps us to have an open mind and look at things differently than we're used to looking at them. Austin J. Haynes event Flashpoint has really transformed my life.
It's just remarkable to be with people that are uplifting, and it's dreary out, and it's fabulous to be here.
Some of the different exercises we did made me feel liberated and break through some things that I needed to break through, and actually some things I realized about myself that I did not realize about. So it's been amazing.
It was an honor and a privilege to learn from you.
If you have an opportunity to come to an Austin Haynes event, don't hesitate.
Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. This is Austin. This is Flashpoint Friday. This is Meet Me in the Morning. I'll be back today at 1 o'clock. The goal is to be on location with a special episode to you, for you today. I'm going to be talking about Ben Franklin, one of the most incredible figures in history. I love talking about it. So if the weather holds out, that'll be coming at you later today. For now, if this resonates, get to our next live event. Bye for now, everyone.